It's funny, guys. I open up the roof of my cabin here, and the squirrel put its mushroom stash everywhere, in every nook and cranny. There's one. Here's mushrooms. There's mushrooms. There's mushrooms. That's so funny, guys. Look. Here's mushrooms. Here's a whole bunch of mushrooms. Here's mushrooms. Here's mushroom. Here's a whole stash of mushrooms. Look at this. Now you know what squirrels eat for the winter. What they put aside. They put mushrooms aside and then they dry them. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't matter. That mushroom stash gets collected now, and then I put it somewhere else. Because yeah, look all those mushrooms. They all fell out here when I moved the tarp. See those? I will keep them all somewhere and make a little access point for the squirrel, so it can eat its mushrooms in the winter. Yeah, so this is my little cabin from the top. I go in there now, need to dig some stuff out and clean it out and stuff, because I'm gonna put the floor in and I put a new roof on. That's the plan. Like, even there the lamp is a mushroom. So that's so funny, guys. Okay, let's go at it. It's getting there. Still not done yet, but guys, no time. I have no time for nothing. So yeah, so you seen I put another beam in there. So now I have basically a cavity there about like a drop off of like 6 inches. So I can eventually, the plan is to fill this with straw and then put my my furs on there to sleep on. And on the ceiling, I don't know if you see that now, but it's a little too dark, I guess. What you can see is I have nice, a nice 2x6 ceiling now. Before I just had a bunch of logs going across and the top on top, and the water was sagging in there all the time, kind of like this. And yeah, the floor is left. Still need to do the floor, and then I need to chink everything. As you can see, there's some gaps over there, and there's some gaps over here, so they need to get closed. Yeah, and then that thing is pretty good. So yeah, this is a nice dense section here. I like it. Or some of the gnarly willows there, and there, and there. Yeah. Some Manitoba maples. Yeah, and here's my hut. There's a lot of work already today, but it should be it for today. I need to close this up again. Okay, yeah. What can I say? It's getting there. It was a whole day work. That was a whole day work to get this roof on. Yeah, I also needed to, that's what took so long. Otherwise I would have worked on the floor already. But when I lift this here, see that? I need to put 2 more logs in here. And then on the other side I need to put 2 more logs in. And in the back I needed to put 2 logs in. So, yeah. But it's definitely much better than last winter. Well, we will see. So some of you guys maybe think, why do I build such a thing? That has a really good reason, because I'm giving survival classes pretty soon here in the valley, and some people, they're not used to sleeping outside underneath a tarp, so they can sleep the first night in the hut, or some people are not confident when there's a thunderstorm, so there's some safety where they can retreat to. It's also for the hunters here. I built that. I know all the hunting guys pretty good here, and they would appreciate that when there's cold and snowy weather, that they can sit in there and warm up a little. Yeah, and obviously for me too, but the main reason is for the survival business I'm going to do. And yeah, you never know, right? Something happens. We have wild animals in here, bears and cougars and stuff like that, so we could basically retreat to safety in case there's a bear bugging us or something like that. Okay, that shall be it for today. Maybe I come back tomorrow, do a little more and film a little more. If not, then you see the video as it is. Okay, see you guys. I listened to the four-legged beings in the valley, to the plants, to the wind, and to the trees. And they spoke to me. They said, "Human, winter is close. Are you prepared?" And I said, "No, I am not. Is there anything I can do?" And they said, "Come out. Come out. Find us. We are here to help you." And I said, "But what do you want for return?" And they said, "Just give us respect and treat us good. Promise us to be a decent human being." So I listened and I got to work. Guys, you wonder what I'm doing here? This is for the squirrel, which is living in my hut since a while. But now I chinked it and closed it up, so it needs another home outside. And winter's coming. We get minus 10 next week. So I figured I built another home for this little fellow. Just the floor left. I feel accomplished.